If you've been around for any amount of time in the Pokemon community, you should know about the Nuzlocke challenge. A Nuzlocke is a set of rules designed to make the game harder and encourage you to use Pokemon you wouldn't otherwise use. The rules are simple. You can only catch the first Pokemon you encounter per area, and any fainted Pokemon cannot be revived. Throughout the years, there have been countless spins put on the Nuzlocke to try to make it more interesting, and today, I'll be attempting my own. Welcome to the Pokemon Platinum Chainlocke. As I play through the game, my encounters will be numbered in the order that I catch them. If at any point a Pokemon faints, a chain reaction will occur and wipe out the two adjacent Pokemon as well. This makes any loss devastating, as one wrong move could result in losing half my team. To balance it out a little, I've allowed myself one extra encounter per area, but will it be enough? Let's find out. Hello everybody and welcome to the first episode of the second ever project on Ironclad Gaming, the Pokemon Platinum Chainlocke. Now, hopefully I explained well enough in the intro what a chainlock is, but if you're still confused, allow me to elaborate on the rules. All the rules of a normal Nuzlocke apply, that being the permanent deaths and the first encounter per area. The game is also randomized. I need to turn off notifications on my phone. The additional rule that I have added to make the game slightly more challenging is that every Pokemon you catch is numbered. For example, your starter will be number 1, the first Pokemon you catch will be number 2, the second will be number 3, and so on and so forth for the entirety of your run. If at any given point a Pokemon dies, the two Pokemon adjacent to it die as well. For example, if I were to lose Pokemon 7, Pokemon 6 and 8 would go with it, like a chain reaction, hence the name Chainlock. I thought it was kind of clever. If you can think of a better name in the comments, let me know. That being said, obviously, there will be a lot more deaths. In our previous project, the Fire Red Hardcore Randomizer Nuzlocke, we ended with 14 deaths. Now, if you applied Chainlocke Rules to that project, we would have ended up with 42 deaths. And I think there were not that many encounters in the game. So to kind of counterbalance the amount of deaths we will have, I have decided to double the encounters we are allowed per area. This does not apply to statics. Statics are still, whenever we can get them, they count as a new encounter. However, I will be allowed to catch the first 2 Pokemon. And again, to make this easier, as you can see, I have gone into my bag and given myself 200 Pokeballs. So, if you guys are interested in the Chainlock, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I'm extremely excited, first of all, to play Pokemon Platinum, because this was my first Pokemon game and is one of my favorites. I mean, just listen to the music. Absolute cinema. And yeah, so in this game, everything is randomized. I did away with the type-themed gym leaders this time, because, it was cool for the first project, but this is completely random. I tried to make it as difficult as possible. I gave, all the trainers held items. Everyone has, at least one extra Pokemon. Bosses have full teams. Competitive movesets without random TM, so we are not getting sheer colded by a Raikou, I promise. What else? Abilities are randomized this time, so yeah, I'll probably forget a bunch of things right now because it's pretty late and I'm kind of tired, but I really was excited to get into this. I just finished doing the layout. Hopefully you guys like that, and I had some art commissioned for the thumbnail, so hopefully that all goes well. And I believe that is it. Let us get into the starter selection. So I did, played to the beginning of the game because everyone's seen that, and we all want to see the starters as soon as possible. So, oh, dude, this is so nostalgic. Pokeballs, yes, there's Pokemon in each one. I don't know what the starters are. I did make documentation for this game, like when I randomized it, I exported the randomized file, so I do have a list of pretty much everything that's changed. If the game is seeming too difficult, I may use documentation for the difficult battles, but we'll get to that. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, we're choosing our starter Pokemon. I need to change the text speed too. Don't let me forget to do that. Alright, first Pokemon. Should be Turtwig, my favorite starter of all time, by the way. It is going to be a Quagsire, okay? Not bad. A quad weakness to grass. Could have Sap Sipper, for all we know. The next Pokemon is, oh, dude, a Gallade. This run, I do not care about balance. I am making the most broken team I physically can because, dude, if one death counts for 3, it's going to be a wild ride. And the last Pokemon is a Luxray. Now, I think the choice is kind of obvious. I'm going to go with Gallade here. First of all, I love Gallade. Second of all, I think it's the best mon here. Good typing, psychic fighting type, good coverage, very good offense. So yeah, we're gonna go with Mr. Blades. I think we'll name it Blades as well. And this is Pokemon number 1. I gotta keep a list. I'm actually gonna get a piece of paper. I'm completely out of paper. All right, you know what? For today's episode, we're just gonna remember the numbers, okay? All right, Barry's picking one. All right, I gotta get this text speed. This is awful. All right, yeah. Oh, dude, it's dragging so much. But yeah, so yeah, if you guys are confused about the rules, make sure to leave a comment down below, and I will be sure to address any and all concerns. It's pretty straightforward. Once you number your Pokemon, just keep track of who dies when. If for some reason a Pokemon does not have an adjacent Pokemon to it, like for example, if Pokemon number 9 is already dead and 10 happens to faint, then only 11 is lost. So it's kind of like once you lose a Pokemon, you have some buffers. But this is meant to kind of like, you know, because I know that sacrificing your weaker Pokemon is kind of a strategy people use in hardcore Nuzlocks. So this kind of makes sacrifices a little bit less, how should I say, desirable. Because, for example, you could sacrifice your Bidoof, and he could be next to your Garchomp and Rayquaza. In addition, it also makes team building a little bit more nuanced because, for example, you may not want to go into a gym with 3 Pokemon of consecutive numbers because if one dies, then you lose half your team for that battle. So it encourages, you know, using some non-adjacent Pokemon, maybe leads to team compositions you wouldn't otherwise see in a regular hardcore Nuzlocke. I am hardcore Nuzlocking this, by the way, because that's just my preferred way to play Pokemon. If you play a Chainlocke at home, you can do whatever you want because I'm not there to tell you what to do. But yeah, anyway. Back to Gary. Gary, oh my goodness, dude. My apologies, Barry. Alright, we got Pokemon now. Only one thing to do is to battle. Yes, sir, let's do it. Alright, I think he's gonna take the Luxray. Alright. Thankfully, he only has one Pokemon. Schoolgirl Barry. Okay, sends out the Luxray, just like I wanted to see. Alright, I am so happy to be in Gen 4, by the way, because I feel like Gen 4 is like really a turning point for Pokemon. Like, this was my generation as a child. Not too great in terms of physical moves, and by not too great, I mean we have none. He goes for Endure. That is very interesting. Oh, dude, please don't tell me there are random moves again. I didn't randomize TMs. He might learn Endure naturally, or maybe it's just like, I don't know, some buff moveset type thing. Okay, he goes for Endure again. Not terrible. We're gonna click Confusion. Okay, Barry just keeps wanting to pop out. Yeah, I did give the enemy trainers better movesets. I'm hoping that doesn't mean just completely, absolutely nonsense random moves like I did last time. Because I'm not gonna lie, man, if I have to fear quad effective moves every single time I send out my rock and ground type, we're gonna have a problem here, especially because of how difficult the Chainlocke rules make this game. And yeah, I kind of just wanted to make a new Nuzlocke variant, because I feel like as a kid, I would always see, you know, these new Nuzlocke variants being brought about. I thought they were all really cool. And in modern days, you know, there aren't too many Let's Plays going on, but I haven't seen many new Nuzlocke variants, like the Soul Link or the Cage Lock, which granted are like 2-player Nuzlocke, but I should say like the Wedlock. You know, so I wanted to come up with something new. And you know what? I want to try to come up with as much new stuff as I can. So maybe I'll have a whole new rule set for the next playthrough. But let me know what you guys think of the Chainlocke rules. You know, this is my first time even considering playing with them. So I have no idea if they're going to work out or be entertaining to watch, or maybe I'm just going to feel bad when I lose 30 Pokemon in one episode. But just like that, the Luxray I'm going to try not to speed up as well, because I haven't figured out how to cap the speed up, and it kind of gets really fast on the DS that I'm using. Gallade hitting level 6, that's what you like to see. Maybe level 7? Almost? Alright, 6.5. Very good. Defeated Schoolgirl Barry. Alright. Yes, you ended up losing, Barry. I may also give myself infinite money. If I can figure out a way to technically grind money, then there is no reason to not give myself infinite money, and thus infinite Pokeballs. I did also up the catch rates, because I don't like not catching Pokemon, and I think it's fun to see a lot more encounters. So, yes, my mother is consoling me. Consoling me? I won. I don't know why she'd be consoling me. Okay, come on. I don't want to speed up, but you're making it really tough on me, Mom. Alright, okay, I thought we were done. Oh, thank God I got the running shoes. Okay, now I don't have to worry about speeding up. My finger is itching to press the space bar, but not going to do that. Yes, I know how to run. Thank you, Mother. Alright, we are going to go to options, and we're going to set the text speed to fast. Ooh, this is important. Battle style to set, of course. And we'll pick a lovely, I like the purple frame. Purple's my favorite color, if you did not know. Don't know why you would know that, unless you're a close personal friend of mine, but oh, actually we gotta check out our Gallade. He's holding an item, okay. The power anklet, and he has the... Oh, dude, Flash Fire is massive. Are you kidding? That's like a full immunity. That's going to be very good. Gallade, Mr. 1 on our team, shout out to One Piece, is going to be an asset. Let me drink some water real quick. Getting the immunity on the fire-type moves is absolutely fantastic. I will be taking the Power Anklet. I think it's like one of the EV boosting items. So we'll put that in the bag. And yeah, I do technically have Pokeball, so I guess the Nuzlocke's begun. Alright, you know what? I said I wasn't going to do it, but I am going to. See, look at how fast speed up is, bro. Wait, oh, he wants me to go to the lake. Okay, you know what? We're going to speed up through all the story stuff, because I am trying to get probably to Jubilife City in today's episode. Yes. He says he doesn't have POK, X, and E balls. I do, so I will be getting an encounter here. Do I want that? My first level cap, I don't think I did a level booster, so the first level cap should be level 14. I'm gonna... Do I level up already? Or I'm just gonna test my luck. You know what? First encounter of the Chainlocke. This will be number 2, so it's very important the order that we catch these Pokemon in. We have a Marshtomp. That is very, very good. Do I like it as number 2? I don't know, because I kind of want good Pokemon to alternate. He has pressure. Okay, Mr. Scary. Alright, let's go for a Pokeball. Should be pretty easy. I think I set the minimum catch rate to 10%, so, you know, I should be catching a lot of Pokemon in this project, which is what I want, you know? I said, you know, too many times. I gotta stop that. Marshtomp goes for the Mud Slap. Lowering my accuracy. Not that it particularly matters. I will go for another Pokeball. Gonna take it nice and slow. No rush, no rush. We have one, okay. Shake, and nothing. Okay, he goes for a Growl. Alright. A Swampert would be a great addition to the team. Water ground type. He won't. I don't think the abilities will follow the evolutions. So he's gonna have pressure until he evolves into Swampert, I suppose. Okay, you know what? I'm speeding up for a couple of Pokeballs. Oh my gosh. I thought I set the catch rate to be pretty damn low. And this. All right. You know what? There is no way we are not catching our first Mon. Right? Okay. Swampert. Okay. I was gonna say, man, I was gonna get peeved. All right, what do we name this Marshtomp right here? We're gonna name it. I'm gonna name it Kipper. Because it used to be a mud kip, and that is Kipper. Okay. You know, I'll use speed up for catching Pokemon, because no one wants to sit and watch me throw a Pokeball at normal speed 8 bajillion times. That being said, we do have Kipper the Marshtomp. I'm gonna level him up most likely to level 6. We'll match up with Blades. I'll just start calling him Blades, because that's gonna be his name. And I do need to do some EXP management to ensure that my Pokemon don't go above the level cap of 14. Okay. So Mom's gonna give us the heals. Let me go into my bag very quickly and Rare Candy Kipper. Thankfully, I think... I was gonna say, I thought I stayed in the Rare Candy screen in between Rare Candies, unlike in Gen 3. Unfortunately, Gen 4 is not that goated where it made all the best changes, but, you know, I think Gen 4 is a crazy, crazy step up from Gen 3 in a lot of ways, especially movesets. I'm very excited for my Pokemon to actually learn good moves, because I'm not gonna lie, man, the last game was really stingy on good moves, but because this is a Chainlocke, that is number 2, by the way, we have Kipper number 2. We do get a second encounter here, so let's go. Let's just do it. Get it over with. Rip that band-aid off. What can we get as well in Very Lakefront? Ooh, okay, Floatzel. Okay, this is Miss 3, the Floatzel. Another water type, not too bad. Again, I doubt that I would use Kipper and Floatzel on the same team anyways. So let's chuck a Pokeball. This thing is kind of frail. Okay, it does not want to be caught actually at all. So we're going to switch, I think, into Kipper. Dude, I got to figure out how to cap that speed up, because that is absolute death to the ears. We're going to Kipper. He is exerting pressure, so hopefully this thing doesn't struggle to death. Water Sport fails because you are a baboon. And I will click the nice water gun. Nice and resistant. Shouldn't do too much. Okay, yeah, we're going to... what on God's green earth did you just click? Oh, my lord. I would have lost the run there, by the way, because that would have killed number 1. Oh, he has Sonic Boom. I gotta run. I ain't risking this run for no Floatzel. Sorry. Sorry about that. No playing around here. Thank God I leveled up Kipper, or else I would have just lost. Yeah, that is the effect of the Chainlocke. I would have just straight up lost if Kipper died. So I will not be skipping number 3. I will simply be naming or not naming, but numbering the next Pokemon that I catch as number 3 in the stead of that stingy Floatzel, man. Sonic Boom. I shouldn't have Sonic Boom Claws. Dragon Rage Claws is absolutely in effect, but Sonic Boom, you can kind of get over this early on in the game. It's okay, though. We bounce back. We rebound. I am going to get another encounter. The actual encounter number 2 is a Blissey. Okay. I'm down to clown with a Blissey. Blissey is bulky, especially, dude, the health bar is going to take so long to go down. All right. Pokeball. 1 Pokeball. Wonder is what they called me back in high school. We got a 1. Okay, we got a nothing, actually. I'm going to go back into Kipper. Hopefully this thing doesn't Sonic Boom me. I'm going to Mud Slap it, though. And we should be able to weaken it down just enough to throw a Pokeball and another one. And Blissey was caught. Very good. The Happiness Pokemon. Oh, okay. We are going to name this Blissey Mother because she's mothering that egg so gently. So we have Mother, the Blissey, which is number 3. Oops. Number 3 on our team. Okay, so now, if, for example, we were to lose Mother, Kipper would unfortunately go with her, but Blades would be just okay. We have Solar Power Modest Blissey. Okay, I can't complain, you know? Modest is... I probably wouldn't run any physical attacks in the thing anyway. Not that this thing is an attacker in the first place. But Solar Power, I mean, am I running an offensive Blissey? Maybe not, so maybe I could complain. But you know what? This is bulky Mother here. Going to make this Mother level 6. And then just, you know, full send it. We'll go for encounter number 2. Encounter number 2 on Route 201 is going to be a Shedinja. Wow, this thing is actually somehow worse in the Chainlocke than it normally is. Because not only is he a liability to himself without Wonder Guard, he's a liability to everyone else around him. Hopefully I can just catch this absolute loser with no trouble. Hopefully he doesn't click Shadow Sneak. He has Scratch. Not really worried. Okay. Dude, I thought catching would be so much easier in this game. But, yeah, I'm gonna name this thing Band-Aid because he looks like a used Band-Aid. I can almost guarantee you that Band-Aid will never see the light of day. It is probably better to just box him right now and not risk the Pokemon around him. Let me check his ability though. Maybe they kept him with Wonder Guard, you know? Oh, okay, he does. Okay, maybe I was too harsh on poor Band-Aid over here, but you know, in a game where the movesets are actually meant to be competitive, if I catch a stray flamethrower from a Garchomp, let's say, I'm gonna be pretty peeved. And so, okay, so let's get through all this dialogue. You know, there's a lot of dialogue in this game, not as much as Sun and Moon though. So, which, by the way, Ultra Sun and Moon, probably my favorite Pokemon game of all time. I think I'm still leading Gallade because I know that you have to. He's gonna let you nickname your starter, but it has to be the first Pokemon in your party to be nicknamed. Yes, I would like to nickname Gallade. We have Blades, the official Mr. 1 of the project. I'm gonna have to get a piece of paper and write down all these numbers so I can remember them while I'm using the Pokemon. I should also have the numbers and names of the Pokemon on the layout. So if I forgot that, then make sure to yell at me so I can do it next time. Okay, yes, the music restarts. Why? I don't know, because Professor Rowan coughed. Okay, yes, I want to study Pokemon, and you have to collect data using the Pokédex. This is what I ask. I'll start doing voice acting randomly through. I want to entrust you with this Pokédex. Will you use it to record data on all the Pokemon in Sinnoh for me? I will. Good answer. While I would hope it's a good answer, I kind of just agreed with you, man. That Pokédex is a very high-tech device. It will automatically record data on every kind of Pokemon you encounter. John, I ask that you go everywhere and meet every kind of Pokemon in this region. I've got one too. When I walked up Route 201 with your Pokemon, me? Someone, what did you feel? I've lived here for 60 long years. Even now, I get a thrill when I'm with Pokemon. Now, you should know that there are countless Pokemon in this world. That means there are just as many thrills waiting for you out there. Now go, John, your grand adventure begins now. The Pokemon I met for the first time was Chimchar. If you would have chosen the Chimchar on Route 201, we'd have the same Pokemon now. I highly doubt that, Dawn. I think you would have always picked the Pokemon that counters me. I'm kind of getting tired of reading right now, so I'm just going to click through. Fun fact about me, I was not a very bright child. It took me probably a week to get past the starting point of Pokemon Platinum, because I didn't know I had to click the down button to go to no info needed. So I must have asked Rowan about the control info at least 57 times. Okay, we're gonna speed up a little bit. That TM should be returned. I'm gonna confirm just to make sure that that TM is actually returned, because again, I do not want to deal with randomized sheer cold in my face. So let's do a bag check real quick. I love the Gen 4 bag, man. Return, good. A-okay, not a problem. Am I healed? Question number 2. I am not healed. And also, dude, I am not playing around. We're gonna rare candy up Band-Aid, because I don't want him to get, like, I don't know, roared or whirlwinded and just absolutely die because he can't fight back. Is that Gen 7 Leech Life? Question mark? It is. Base 80 Leech Life. Okay, you know what? Band-Aid is kind of growing on me. That may be a bad omen for the future, but we may be sending Band-Aid out in battle here and there if we can confirm. You know, if I'm using the docks, then I have no problem using Band-Aid, right? I think for the first episode, though, I mean, I don't think I'm going to be fighting any crazy trainers, you know, fingers crossed. But I'll stay away from using the docks until I've got a more general consensus of what to do with that. I think I have to go talk to my mother. Tell her that I'm leaving home. Dude, I said I wasn't going to speed up, but man, this game is kind of slow without it. And you know what? With it, I'm running into trees, so we'll try to refrain. All right, hello, mother. Yes, I'm leaving. Okay, she wants me to take a rest. Thank you. Yes, he did ask me to do something quite marvelous. The journal. Okay, now I can keep track of all of the Pokemon that die, which is going to be none because I am a goated Nuzlocke. Alright, yes. Yes, Mother's gonna be all alone until she goes and does her contests. Spoiler alert. This is Barry's mother. Yes, he forgot something. Oh, what did he forget? He forgot, I think it was his town map. If there's a Pokemon game that I have played a bajillion times in my life, it is Pokemon Platinum. I know this game like the back of my hand. Alright. Out we go. We're running up this way. So far, the team is looking mighty fine, I have to say. What could we have gotten instead of Band-Aid and Mother? We could have gotten we could have gotten Auntie Blissey. That is quite alright. Alright, this way. We could have gotten ooh, this Blissey has Arena Trap. Low-key, I would have preferred that over mine. With Solar Power. Blaze level 7. Oh yes, Blissey does give a lot of experience. I gotta be careful, because again, I have to stay below the level. I will almost certainly be switching team. Oh, we have a Rampardos, so that's pretty sick. I'll almost certainly have like a rotation going where the higher level Pokemon get boxed. Because like I said, I'm gonna have like a ton of Mons, considering there's a double encounters in this. I think the goal for today's episode will be, we'll get to Jubilife City. I think that's a solid, this should take like half an hour. I'm going to speed up through the catching tutorial. Is it random? Oh, something has drought. See, this is why I shouldn't speed up, man. I don't know if it's the Chimchar or the Mightyena, but something made it sunny over here. If it was Chimchar, that would be low-key kind of fire. Maybe I would just even keep Chimchar as a Chimchar. Dawn just gave me 5 Pokeballs. That's cute. I do have 200, though, so I appreciate the charity. First encounter, though, we get... Oh, yes! Dude, I absolutely love Breloom. 100% getting added to the team. So we box Band-Aid, and we get to have Shroomish and Mother, you know, pretty much risk-free. Sign me up. 6 ways from Tuesday. I'm just going to chuck Pokeballs at this thing. Dude, 1 catches it. It spouts poison spores from the top of its head. These spores can cause pain all over if inhaled. This is quite the menace. We're going to name him Toad. Toad is officially Mr. 5 of the squad. Everybody give a warm welcome to Toad. Very nice. Alright, Toad, let's see what you're rocking with, buddy. We got Toad, the level 3 Shroomish, bold nature, not great. His pickup, though. Okay, I'll take that. We'll get some random items. Going to, of course, level up Toad with the rest of the squad. Got him to level 6. He learns Tackle. I don't know what he had before. What are his moves? What are your moves, my friend? He has Tackle and Absorb. Okay, Scratch, Harden, Leech Life, Pound, Growl, and Tail Whip. Tackle, Growl, Mud Slap, Water Gun, and Leer, Confusion, Double Team, and Teleport. Very good. All right, off the bat, I'd imagine that Band-Aid will be boxed. Probably Mother as well. I don't really want to risk my my Swampert for no reason. But let's get encounter number 2. Waste no time. What can we find? It's Toad's cousin, Bode. Unfortunately, Bode, I do not have room for you on my team. Second encounter. Dude, this is Load. We have Toad, Bode, and Load. Third encounter is going to be okay. That is quite good. Dragon Rage Claws is in effect. This thing cannot one-shot my entire team and end the lock immediately. 1 Pokeball go. 2 Pokeballs go. 3 Pokeballs go. I'm just gonna keep clicking A until I catch myself. A Bagon, and we caught him. Okay, I'm happy. Dreaming of one day flying. A practice by leaping off cliffs every day. Is this big on male or female? It's male. I'm gonna name it Tony because I don't know. He has like a mullet, and that makes me think of Tony Hawk. So you know what? Actually, this is gonna full on. This is gonna be Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk, the Bagon. Hopefully, he survives to be a Salamence. I will be preserving him the best I can. See, again, unfortunately, 2 good Pokemon that I want to use, Toad and Tony Hawk, are numbers 5 and 6. So if one dies, if I happen to lose Toad, which, you know, he has a quad weakness, it could happen, Tony Hawk will also fall with him adamant-natured Bagon with hydration. Sign me up. This thing needs to get boxed as soon as I get to the next town. I'll keep him on the team because my party is pretty empty. But that is pretty gnarly. Let's go back real quick, and we shall heal. And then I will fight the trainers on the upcoming route. I think I'm gonna. Do I lead with Blades? No, we're gonna lead with Kipper. Yeah, the team isn't stellar right now. I can't lie, but that's okay. We are going to run into a Stantler. No weirder in this game, so I'm kind of glad I didn't find that thing. And we have trainer number 1, who should have, I think, 3 Pokemon, if I randomize this correctly, with items, so we're kind of scared. Hopefully, okay, 2 Pokemon, so maybe he usually has 1. In comes the Corsola. Okay, that's not bad. I would go into Toad, but for the time being, let's just scout it out. Let's see what this thing has. We'll go for Mud Slap. What, oh what, will Miss Corsola have for us today? I do love Corsola, by the way. I think this design is awesome. Goes for Barrier. Okay, it's pretty normal. I am low-key kind of traumatized from the movesets of the last playthrough. Okay, Mud Slap again. Should be 2 more hits. His accuracy is falling. He goes for Tackle and somehow lands through -2, by the way. I think he's cheating. Chat, get him. Mud Slap number 3 just barely lives. Accuracy shot number 3. Watch him hit Tackle again. Because Psychic. Does Corsola get Psychic normally? That did way too much damage. I'm Googling this thing, man. Corsola Gen 4. Let's see. Corsola Gen 4. Let's see. If this thing doesn't get Psychic, I am terrible. I think it does get Psychic. That seems pretty normal. Yeah, it does. Okay. See, at least that's like a move it feasibly gets. That being said, I may have to read the documentation. Oh my god, dude. That thing can give you so much experience. And Kingdra comes out. Okay. That is pretty scary. Don't know what thing we might have. We're gonna go into Blades. Blades should be a pretty safe option here, I think. Goes for the Smoke Screen. Okay. That is fine. We're okay with the Smoke Screen. We will go for the Confusion. Stab, Confusion. Decent special attack, I think. He goes for the Leer, which is terrifying, because if this thing clicks Waterfall, I am doing a backflip out of my chair. Okay, Confusion again. Remain calm. Nothing crazy. Goes for Smoke Screen. Lowers my accuracy yet again. He has not yet used an attacking move. I'm -1 defense, which is not terrible. Confusion keeps connecting. This is just the anti-accuracy hacks battle. Okay, at -2, I am a scared Sally. I am dipping, dodging, and diving. Dipping, dodging, diving to who? Actually, dude, I'm not going to switch. I'm going to click Confusion. And I'm going to miss, and I'm going to get Waterfalled. I guess for Smoke Screen once more. And you know what? If I was comfortable clicking Confusion last turn, I'm sure as hell comfortable clicking it this turn as well. Confusion lands, never ever scared, never ever punished, and the Kingdra goes down. Now, that was absolutely terrifying. Kipper is already level 8. I'm going to have to do some crazy EXP management. My goodness. That being said, let us go heal, because I'm not playing any funny business here, okay? We're not risking a single darn thing. We have 2 more trainers, and I think it is best for this project. Excuse me, that was disgusting. I burped. I think it would be in my best interest to use documentation, just because the movesets are really good. Like, we can treat this like, you know, Platinum Kaizo or something, right? And all the best Nuzlockers for Platinum Kaizo use documentation. So I'll try it for the next episode. I'll use documentation for the upcoming trainers, and we shall see. I'll probably try to put it on the screen if it's not too much work in editing. It might be. We'll see. You know, this is an experimentation, a new form of Nuzlocke content. All right, we have trainer number 2. Let us see. I'm really afraid to use Toad, because what he has 12 defense, 12 special defense, and 13 defense. He has the same defense as Gallade, to be fair. You know what? We'll use Toad. Why not? Toad, you had better not fail me, sir. You are linked to a Salamence, okay? I do not want to see any arena trap heat run right now. If I can just make it through this one route. Okay, horrible start. That is a Raikou, for those of you who do not have eyes, who are listening to the Chainlocke podcast. Let us go into Kipper. What does the Raikou have in store for some Are you kidding me? There is no way this thing gets Magnet Rise. Are you serious? Dude, I'm Googling it again. Raikou, Gen 4. Raikou. Do you learn Magnet Rise? Alright, you know what? It's a move tutor attack. I stand corrected. Magnet Rise Raikou. Granted, it does make sense he's an electric type, but I did not expect this thing to actually get Magnet Rise. So Water Gun it is. Thankfully, his bite does 3 damage, and I can take 10 of those. No flinch, please. Okay, I shouldn't have said anything. I also have Pressure. He has Frustration. You better love your trainer, man. Okay, that did 5. Gotta keep track. 5 damage is very acceptable. I don't know if Magnet Rise can wear off. He goes for Frustration once more. Hopefully he's not getting angry that I'm beating him. There's 5 damage again. I do not think I'm... Unless crit is triple damage in this game, I am not dead to crit. Electromagnetism wore off, so hopefully he goes for Magnet Rise again. He does not. He goes for the Frustration, and that does not take out Kipper. But Kipper is unfortunately down for the count in this battle. And low-key leveling up way too fast. Toad level 7, you love to see it. And Kipper has grown to level 9. Okay. Wow. Dude, Kipper needs like nothing to level up. And in comes the Typhlosion now. This is such an easy kill for Kipper. But considering I'm on 12 health, I'm not going to risk a gosh darn thing. We're into Blades. Alright, Blades comes in. He goes for the Gyro Ball. Very interesting moveset here. This is absolute chump change, so I will click Confusion. I think, does this trainer have 2 Pokemon or 3? Gyro Ball again. Okay, he's not getting any slower, so the Gyro Ball is still going to do 3 to 4 damage per hit. Goes for the Leer. Okay, he's trying to make his Gyro Balls a little bit stronger, unless the thing pulls out, like, I don't know, Aerial Ace. It's a Brave Bird. I'm not too worried. He goes for Ember. And I have... I forgot I had Flash Fire. Okay. This was an easy switch then. Never mind. Absolutely never worried. Okay, that Typhlosion goes down. Does she have a final Pokemon? If she does, I am kind of worried because my two aces are kind of low on health right now. Kipper, already level 10. Kipper is almost out of commission, and Kimberly is defeated, which is good. Okay, Kimberly down. That is 2 trainers with 0 deaths. You know, that seems like it's not that big of an accomplishment. I am afraid for my life in every fight. Let us run this away. And we have 1 more trainer before we make it to Jubilee. Could have had another Bagon. I'm going to keep leading with Toad. Is that a good idea? No, but you know what? We're going to do it anyway, because Kipper's already way too high leveled. Should I level... What does Mother have? Oh, not going to go that fast. Mother has Pound. Okay. Could use Band-Aid, but again, I kind of want to have the documentation before I go into Band-Aid. Okay, we have a youngster here. Last youngster of the route. Can we make it through unscathed? Engineer Kate with 2 Pokemon. Sends out a Dustox to start. Again, a absolutely atrocious start for the boy Toad. That is okay. He is just sapping up experience so we can go safely into Blades. Goes for the Confusion. It's from a Dustox, so, and I have good special defense, so I eat that like a champ. That's what I thought. And then let me show you what a real Confusion looks like, Dustox, okay? Go for the Confusion there. Almost takes him out in one hit. Goes for the String Shot. He's going for speed control. You know what? I can't hate on it. He is a competitive Dustox. Unfortunately, though, Blades will take out the Dustox with Confusion. Alright, Toad is level 8. You'll love to see it. I love Breloom. I love Shroomish, too. Shroomish is so awesome. Okay, what is this? There is no way this guy got randomized from the Dustox and Beautifly. I'm calling some shenanigans here. This thing could have, like, Air Slash. Okay, we have... This is an actual themed battle, and nobody can change my mind. What do you mean you have String-Shotting Beautifly and String-Shotting Dustox? This is Mr. Speed Control as well. Alright, another Confusion should do the job and finish out the Beautifly. And just like that, we made it through Route 1 completely deathless. Now, I will make it to Jubilife, and I think I will do a couple more encounters before I end out, just because I really want to see what I get, and I really want to flesh out the team just a bit more. Also, I need some Pokemon that can fight, that are not little peewee babies, so that my 2 good mons don't take all the EXP and are useless before work. I should be fine, considering the amount of counters I will get. Off the top of my head, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 more encounters, so if we get a full 20 Pokemon to level 14 before work, I think we have bigger problems than EXP management. Actually, the big problem will be EXP management. It'll be poor EXP management. So this episode is approaching 40 minutes. It's okay, though. We love a long episode for the start of the project. Oh, dude, I love Looker. I would talk to you, Looker, but I am low-key trying to get to my encounters. Yes. Okay. Trainer school. I'm gonna try to fight every trainer. Last time I was dip dodging and diving. This time I am no coward. I am fighting everybody. Let us get our fishing rod, though. I don't know if I can get multiple encounters, so I'll have to make a note. Because I think that the only thing to get here is Magikarp normally. So I think I can only get 1 random encounter using the old rod. So when I get the good rod, I'll have to come back and get my second encounter on this route. I know how to fish, sir. I was fishing since before you were programmed. I don't think that's true, but we'll go with it. Found a stick. If I found a Farfetch'd here, that would be scripted. Wholly scripted. Alright, let's go for the old rod. Let us see what we can get here. I think I'm still leading with Toad. Do I want that? Probably not. Yeah, we're gonna switch out Toad. We are going to put Blades out front. Oh, Toad picked something up. Toad, what did you get, my friend? You got the Damp Rock. Okay. Drizzle Strats incoming. It's kind of sick. I guess Toad's pickup items are random, so, like, dude, I want to keep Toad as, like, the mascot. He's so cute. We get an Ammonite. Okay. We got Helix. That is not bad. Not a huge Ammonite fan. This will be number 7, so he will be linked with... Oh, okay. So surrounding our Salamence is Ammonite and Breloom. Not the greatest bodyguards. 2 quad-weak Pokemon. Well, Salamence is also quad-weak. But there's a very good chance that that will cause Mr. Helix here to be a permanent resident of the PC. Because again, I am not risking a adamant Salamence for any amount of money. But Helix will go straight to the box. And just to check, let us do some speed up, and we'll see. I rolled it too quick. Speeding up and fishing is probably a terrible idea, but okay, Pokemon got away. I'll give it 1 shot, because I don't want to sit here and fish all day. Oh, okay, it is a new random encounter. So we have encounter number 2, which is Parasect. Awful, again. But that's okay, because we get so many encounters that we'll get all the bad ones out now. And then by the end of the project, we'll only have good encounters left. Okay, so he does not want to get caught, of course. That is incredibly scary. What? Okay, what does Parasect learn said? Can I go safely in the Band-Aid? That is the question I am here to ask today. Parasect. Let us check. Parasect Pokemon Gen 4. If this thing does not have any poison powder, he does indeed have poison powder, Sunspore, Leech Life, and Scratch. Yikes. I think I'm running. Okay, Yeah, I am, that was doing way too much damage for my liking, and I am not out here risking my life for a Parasect. Just for the adrenaline hit, we're going to check the box, and we're going to see what Helix's ability is, because I love checking random abilities. Not when I'm speeding up like that, though. Let us go here, summary, and Helix has the Reckless ability, so that Head Smash Wave Crash is going to be doing immense damage, even though the Wave Crash is not in the game. Let's get an encounter up here, and then maybe I'll wrap it up. You know, we'll see what we can find up here. So far, we failed 2 encounters. That's fine. Next is a Golbat, which I am more than happy to take. Level 4. Shouldn't be doing too much damage to me, no matter what he clicks. This thing has, dude, I need to stop running things with Leech Life, man. Can you please stop Leech Life me? Okay, that's fine. We have Golbat the Golbat. That's not his name. Don't worry. This is going to be... I don't play League of Legends. My friends are really into Riftbound. I hear the word Irelia all the time. And Irelia sounds like a really cool name for a Crobat. I don't know why. So this is Irelia, the Golbat. Very good. Second encounter. What can we get here? We have a Kricketot. Okay, you know what? One of my favorite early route bugs. I will absolutely... this is Jimmy. Jimmy Crickets. Jimmy Crickets. This is a female. This is Jane. Jane the Kricketot. Okay, let's go check some abilities. Or maybe I won't level up Jane to evolve. That'll get her too high leveled. That being said, maybe I'll do some leveling up off screen. You feel? Let us go and check some abilities, and we can wrap up the first successful episode of the Chainlocke. Honestly, pretty good. I'm feeling this Nuzlocke style. It's making me play strategically and carefully. I'm not out here just risking mons because any death can be detrimental. We have Irelia the Sass. Oh my god, dude. Do I even want to evolve this into a Crobat? Volt Absorb Golbat is absolutely nuts. And then we have Insomnia, Calm Natured Jane. Alright, well, that is the start of the Chainlocke. The team may be a little bit different when you join us for the next episode. Because, again, I'm trying to keep as few consecutive mons on the team right now, and as it stands, we have 1 through 6 just sitting here like all of my eggs are in one basket, and you know you're not supposed to do that. So we will see what I can cook up for the next episode. But that being said, thank you all for tuning in to episode 1 of the Pokemon Platinum Chainlocke. Hopefully this does well. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Take care.